Something smells delicious in here.
Yeah, it does. I'm hungry. Jake, are you eating El Ranchito Taco Shop?
That looks amazing. What did you order?
Tacos.
What?
Guac.
Jake, are you choking? Get out of my way, Michael. He needs the Heimlich.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening again. Jake, you know you're allergic to avocado. One generic allergy medication later. Are you okay?
Yeah. Almost dying is so worth it to have some El Ranchito creamy guac. Thanks, Eric, for trying to save me, even though I wasn't joking.
I know. I just wanted to get you from behind.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell everybody that if you're ever in the Inland Empire and are craving some great Mexican food, visit El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
Seriously, I follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
El Ranchito Taco Shop.
More than just great Mexican food. Trademark.
Tim.
Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to Customer States Podcast, where we talk about everything in the automotive industry. My name is Mike Sarah, and before we get to the rest of the introductions, I would like to take a second to crack these things.
Oh. Can I get a moment of silence?
For the cracks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come here, turkey.
Oh, come here over here, Dirty. I don't know what's happening.
All right.
It's Jake's turkey call.
She gets
He goes, come here, turkey.
she gets such a kick out of it.
Allie's broken.
She does. She loves it so much. Oh yeah, come over here, turkey.
Did you make that up or something? Or is that from something?
It's spun off of online.
Oh.
You don't even know what you did when you said that.
Well, having broken Allie,
Okay.
welcome back to
I know
Customer
what will
States
fix
Podcast.
this.
I am a senior master technician, shop foreman, and transmission technician. To my left is the wonderful Eric Montenegro. And Allie, that's broken. But let's get to Eric
Yeah.
first.
We'll eventually get to the broken part over here.
It's fine.
Oh, God, excuse me. I'm Eric Montenegro. Heavy line technician. Heavy line technician, Ford Motor Company, 5 years.
Off to a good start.
Indeed.
Hi, guys. It's me. It's Allie.
The bitch to my left.
I do warranty administration for both
Just
Volkswagen and
warranty
Mazda.
administration.
Warranty Stop it.
Say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
With your sister sauce.
Worcestershire.
Oh, there you go.
Worcester.
Oh, come over here, turkey.
It's Jake. It's the turkey caller himself. Jacob Rikus. To my left. By the way.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So
Oh my god.
it's the me, and hi everybody. Welcome back. I need no introduction.
I can't look at anybody.
I am
Good luck with that.
I'm a punching bag, and customers bitch, and the manager bitch, and the technician bitch. So I'm the podcast bitch, and we hope you enjoyed the episode.
Well, I mean, that's a perfect example of when you think you know what you're doing.
No.
You know what? You know what they say about yes and? This is the opposite of that. Where it's opposite day today.
It's a pretty short topic, but it's always something that I've found humorous. Oh god, and it's when customers come in with little tiny concerns, super simple stuff that common sense, generally speaking, will fix. And whenever you do it for them, it's always a response like, oh, it's so easy when you know what you're doing, or, oh, well, you've just been doing this.
You do this all the time.
Yeah, you do this all the time. Oh my God, thank you. And that whole thing. And today in the service drive, the one that stuck out, because there's so many that they just kind of, mold together, is a lady pulls up and everybody's on the phone and she's doing that classic in the service drive, looking around, waiting for somebody to come to her beck and call because she's confused. And I go, hi, miss, what can I help you with? And she goes,
It's ma'am.
it's ma'am. And
I want you to know that Daddy Vic is dying laughing right now. He's fucking falling out of his chair, crying.
I've had,
Hi, Daddy.
Believe it, hi, Daddy. I have had a handful of women get mad at me for saying miss
Just a handful.
instead of ma'am.
I feel like I don't want someone to call me ma'am. I feel like ma'am is an older lady.
It's ma'am.
I feel like miss is the better option.
That's why I do it.
Fuck
miss.
those other ma'ams.
Yes. So I go, miss, what seems to be the issue and what can I help you with? And she goes, this is my daughter's car. It's not mine. Like, okay, off to a good start.
Yeah.
And she goes, when I put it into reverse, the camera's very cloudy. She's like, it's a horrible picture. And I go, okay. I'm like, put the emergency brake on. I'm like, put it into reverse for me. And I'm like, keep your foot on the brake, but just in case, emergency brake's on so she doesn't run me over.
Oh, damn it.
And I go to the back wearing this exact jacket. And Eric made a noise that should point this out of what it was. And I went, licked it. And I hear her go, oh my God, it's so clear now. So, and notice I can't roll my eyes or anything because I'm literally on camera right now.
Tell your detail department to not put too much armor all on the camera.
And I walk around and I go, there you go. That should make it all better for you. And
I'm gonna need about tree fitting.
And then she goes, yeah, I need about tree fitting. And then she goes, wow, it's amazing when you know what you're doing. So, and then, she's like,
That'll be $200.
I filled this tire up to precisely 32 psi, just like it says on the label of the door.
And she looks at me with the straightest face and she goes, well, what's your advice to keep it clean or how to clean it? And I'm like, ma'am, I just gave it a spit shine. How do I answer that?
Take your finger and apply it to the lens.
I'll sell you a pack of microfibers for $55.
Well, the manufacturer recommends microfibers, and that's really what we stand behind.
You know what's
There's a specific brand.
Moving on.
You know what's good for cleaning? Both your personal downstairs and your vehicles.
Wipes.
Dude wipes. Get at me, not sponsored.
Yeah.
Yet.
The best.
So,
We're cleaning out all your man bits.
Allie, we need your update.
So
Start yapping.
have an update about, yes?
No, I was waving at Koa.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I
sent
thought you
an
had a question.
I sent an email today.
Good
I
job.
sent 2 emails. Today.
Angry email?
Wow.
Oh my God, remind me about an email.
After I talk about my email.
Fair.
then we'll
Okay,
talk about
after
your
this, coming up
Can we
next
hold hands?
on deck, emails.
emails on deck.
So, quick Diag update. As you may know, if you've been here before, I had a whole thing about how our Volkswagen Diag numbers were very high. That was not directed at any specific person. You know who I'm talking about?
Hi, Skeeter.
No.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Come on. It's fine. It's funny. Anyways, we are on a downward trend, which is good. It
That's
was
good,
up here. It's going down here. That's my update.
And all your techs are making less money,
it's-
so good for them.
Well, no. You know what?
They were making less money with how they were flagging it.
Oh, last shop meeting, we had a hammer put down about the videos, and all of the Volkswagen techs were super happy about
Dude, I
it.
got thrown under the bus at that meeting, apparently.
Well, not far enough.
Well, not
Well, it
technically
was a-
under the bus.
Well,
like
yes, under the bus.
Oh, damn it. In this person's eyes, it was
The owner during that
good thing.
Yeah, it was a good thing,
He
but the
was
technician
praising you, but
Yes,
also
but the technicians
you now
hate
look
me.
like the teacher's pet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The owner goes, well, if Jake can do it so well, all of you can do it as well. All of you should be doing just as good.
You don't want to be used as
I'm
an
like,
example.
oh my God, no.
He literally looked at me and's like, well, since Allie's here, I'm going to talk about Jake. I'm like, okay. Like, why did I have to get brought into this as well? Just because
Great.
I'm adjacent to
You're
my
Jake
lovely
adjacent.
husband. I'm adjacent.
Wouldn't adjacent still work because I'm a J?
J.
I just felt like the whole name was
Adjacent.
necessary.
I like adjacent better.
Me too. So fuck you. What about those emails though?
The ladies have spoken.
The women have spoken.
Oh,
Hey,
they're trying to speak.
what's happening?
I don't know.
He's percolating.
Oh.
He's verklempt.
So I sent my boss some shop meeting notes today, as well as some service advisor notes today.
Are you a shop foreman?
The lovely Miss D.
Yes, that lovely.
DD.
Maybe. So these topics are things that need to be covered at the next meeting. And
Mother of God.
I'm going to preface this list with I had an interaction with a customer today. I happened to be walking up to the service office to give a writer a quote. And I love when service advisors go onto the service drive and start repairing a customer's vehicle right then and there, and they don't know what they're doing. So I walk out to the service drive because I can see the service advisor trying to take off a third brake lamp.
This is fine.
The high mount brake lamp, using a pocket screwdriver to take out the screws. I'm like, okay, I can see him struggling.
Stripping everything. Struggling. Yeah.
So now, mind you, this screwdriver is probably just a hair bigger than the one for your eyeglasses, and he's using it in the screws to
Dear
take
God.
off the high mount.
In the big boy screws?
Yeah, strippage is inevitable.
So I go
Hot
out there,
dog down
I'm
a
like-
hallway.
and I go to start to explain to him why that third brake light doesn't work. Unfortunately, Fjord had a terrible design with the high mounts on
No, you don't say.
very large array of our models where the bulbs are so close to the housing that they cause the housing to melt. And the housing melts and takes the bulbs with it and pulls them out of the socket.
That's hilarious.
And so the bulb fuses to the housing. And what is wrong with you?
We don't have that type of time.
And the bulb
I'm just gonna sit over here and eat chips.
fuses to the housing. At that point, you need to replace the housing. Yes, you can probably get the bulb out. I have before, but the proper repair would be to replace the housing. And the customer, of course, is standing right there watching. So I'm explaining to her what happens with those ones. She's like, well, it was just here for service. Why didn't they take care of that? Am I going to have to pay for this? Like, well, yes, of course, you're going to have to pay for that. I'm sorry they missed it during their inspection, but it wouldn't have been covered during your service anyways. You would still have to pay for the part. Oh, okay. And then, so I took over and I shooed the service advisor away. I said, go do something. And I took it out and I took it apart and I showed her where it was melting and how the bulbs had all fallen out. And then I pointed out all 5 broken filaments as well. So it wasn't just melted, it had 5 burnout bulbs. And so the advisor actually just said he was going to go check and see if we had one in stock. So while he's doing that, I let her know that we may need to order one, and so I start to put it back on. She's like, well, can't you just install the new one? I said, I don't know that we have it in stock. I want this to be installed so you can leave if we have to order it and come back when it comes in. Well, what's that going to cost me? I said, I don't know. I said, I think they're about $100, something like that. I've had to buy one in the past, forgetting that I get an employee discount. And so I put it back in, and I told her I'd be right back. I was going to go check on the parts status. And so I go over to the parts department, and Homeboy is in there, and they have to order it. It's next day, but it's too late in the day to get it for the next day. So it's going to be the following day. So we're 2 days out. And I grabbed the registration because they used it for the VIN. And I was going to go take off to tell the customer that she'll need to come back on Friday. And I was like, oh, I forgot to get the price for her. So I go back to the parts counter. I'm like, oh, how much was that, by the way? $170. And so this lady, she was getting some weird safety inspection or something, and it wasn't going to pass, which is weird because we don't have those here in the state of California. I know they do out of state, but she had California plates on it.
Unless she's trying to drive for like Uber or Lyft.
Maybe.
That may have been it.
Or
We've done
safety
it.
inspection
But
for a
they
vehicle.
only gave her like 11 days or something like that.
If the vehicle was in an accident or total or something like that, they have
So-
safety inspections for that sort of stuff.
So I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news because I just told her I thought it was maybe $100. So I made the service advisor be the bad guy. And send it out there. But all of that,
It's okay. He just threw you right under the bus. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, pretty much. So that story led up to my list and sending it to the boss lady because the lady was just in here for fucking service. Why the hell wasn't this caught during the inspection? So that's one of my number one pet peeves is the technicians do not check lights. They don't check fucking lights. It's the easiest fucking money, hanging fruit, right goddamn there. Not every bulb is 3 fucking tenths either. Yes, we can do it in like super fast, but some of them you have to do a little more work, and you charge the customer an hour, just to replace a single turn signal bulb. It is what it is.
It takes a long time to replace bulbs.
Allegedly.
It's well worth the price.
So I told the boss lady, I said, look, I need to send you I have a list of things for the shop meeting. So first item, MPIs are not being done in other departments.
MPI is what?
Multi-point inspection.
Oh, I knew that.
Inspection, sorry. Yes, and which we talked about in our last shop meeting, I'm pretty sure.
In the previous shop.
And anyways, so techs need to be reminded to check lights. This includes third brake lights and all parking bulbs. Yes.
Check lights was definitely all caps, right?
It certainly was.
Yes, it was.
You can tell by the inflection in my voice.
I just was verifying.
Parking lot. Parking in designated spots only. No parking in the middle of the fucking aisle, blocking other cars. Of course, I didn't put that in the email. I said, especially in the open aisle near the other dealership that we're adjacent to. She spent weeks clearing this parking lot, getting it painted, having new spots designated. It was a big deal. Cars shuffled around that had been dead in spots for months to clear a drive-through, right? So you can drive around the parking lot and drive through just fine.
What a concept.
Oh, go figure. And people don't understand not to park in the middle of the fucking aisle. So now there are 4 cars across the drive-through in the middle of the fucking parking lot. Big goddamn trucks, too. What the hell? Like, that's not a spot. You don't see lines there. You can see it's in the middle of the goddamn road. Why are you parking there? What is wrong with you? Oh, it's one of my biggest fucking pet peeves.
I couldn't.
Allie over here is reveling in my response to everything that I'm reading about. Because you can tell it irks the fuck out of me.
I love it.
So,
I love it when
so
you
glad you do.
when you express yourself.
When I'm animated. My personal favorite today, I was given the ticket to diagnose on a customer's van. There's no spot written on the goddamn tag. I walked through more than half the lot, clicking nothing. I don't have fucking time for this. Why am I looking for... No!
The main concern was that the clicker didn't work.
Well, turns out it works when you're within 5 feet of the vehicle.
See? Ding ding bell for me. Thank you. Sell the bell.
Yes, hashtag sell the bell. So I gave it back to the dispatcher with a lovely sticky note and said, send a porter to find this vehicle because I don't have fucking time for this shit. Go back to my bay. He comes back 15 minutes later. I was like, oh yeah, where was it? He's like, out by the service drive, parked off to the side. I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to know that? There's nothing written on the goddamn tag. Turns out it was a tow-in. But the service advisors can't write where it's at on the tag either.
You went out to the vehicle to put the tag in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Somebody that put the key tag on the key could have also written where the vehicle was located.
Yeah, they sure
Seems simple.
They certainly didn't do that.
Seems simple in theory, but in practice, not
It's also
so
simple.
easy. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I was mistaken. It is very simple.
One of my lovely coworkers gave me this. Actually, It's a topic on the board. I'll circle back to that. It was a shop safety thing.
Table it, circle back.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that. And I also sent her one more email about the punching bags up front.
You mean
Oh,
service
you mean the
advisors?
service?
Jake got it right away.
Jake's waving.
Blink. He didn't even blink. So we have some service advisors that for some goddamn reason like to put on the RO the multi-point, the tire pressure line, then the customer concern.
No.
What? Yes. Yes.
That's not okay.
That drives me. That drives me
yes.
crazy too.
Well, let's just squash this right now. That is not the
kidding me?
way it's supposed to be done.
What the fuck is wrong? And they're teaching the new advisors that just came in to do it this way.
Well, your job as a shop foreman is to tell them how to.
I have given constructive criticism.
Wait.
And one said okay, and one said okay, and the next RO I got from him is still the same fucking way. I'm also trying to get him to stop calling me bro, and every other word out of his mouth is fucking bro.
Why, bro? What's wrong with that, bro?
Yeah, exactly. So that was the first line in the email
Bro.
about TPMS lines and multi-points. Are not the first one because it confuses the fuck out of everybody from the technicians trying to put themselves to work and realize, oh shit, line A is a multi-point, not the customer concern, to the parts department going to charge out parts on the wrong line because they're used to it being the first goddamn line.
Jeez.
Okay,
I appreciate the emphasis on getting the multi-points done and things like that, but that's not the customer's concern. The first thing on the repair order should be the customer's main concern. If there's multiple ones, all that stuff goes down. I mean, it's...
Oh, and when I gave him this constructive criticism, he seemed surprised. Really?
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, and he's been doing it for years.
Years as in 2?
No, longer than that. I'm like, well, yeah,
You're
no,
the
that's
problem.
that's not supposed to be that way. What were you going to ask, Allie?
Oh, I was going to say, as a warranty administrator, when something is not consistent, it bugs the shit out of me. I hate it, and I really have to pick and choose my battles.
Yes, of course.
Because, like, do I want a good story, or am I going to be like, oh, you didn't put this where it's supposed to be?
My favorite is when techs or advisors or whoever we're having this conversation with will say, well, that's not how we did it at the other dealership.
I don't give a
When you're not there.
There's a reason why you're not there. That dealership doesn't exist anymore. I'm trying to tell you how it has to be forever in every dealership that you ever go to, any profession that you ever do. I tried to make a point today in a meeting with technicians of, like, you know, whether you work at Starbucks or McDonald's or an automotive dealership, you know, there are rules and procedures in place for a reason. You have to follow these 100% of the time. There is no, oh, well, it was just this one. No, you have to follow these all the time. It affects everybody if you don't. Anyway.
When I talk with other service or warranty administrators, they'll often be like, "Oh, I don't know why Volkswagen does it that way because that's not how Volvo does it." I don't give a shit how Volvo did it.
Yeah, this is the way it's got to be for us. Like, this is the way.
What's
You're
that?
fine.
What's that sign say? Does it say Volvo?
Yeah.
Then shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It says vulva.
I'm like, what does the sign say? I looked over there.
I looked too.
fox say?
Actually, I did too. Anyways, I'll make these last two items really fast. The service, not all of the service advisors hang the tag in the rearview mirror. They just chuck them on the dash.
Wrong.
So I put it on the dash if it cannot affixate to this rearview mirror, like if they have
Yes.
A
Okay,
fixate.
fine.
Yes. No, of course. If they have
is that an improper term?
No, that's correct. He's just being an asshole.
What did you
Okay,
say?
affixate.
Affix.
So, whatever.
Affix, whatever.
Who the fuck cares?
This is
It doesn't
about
have to be
Eric's
perfect.
rants.
This doesn't have to be grammar fucking school. Leave it the fuck alone.
That's right, baby.
Stop correcting people. Stop.
Preach.
I didn't say anything.
You did. It was you. Stop. Okay, so like collision avoidance and
Yes.
all that. Yes, it can't hit on the
Yes.
rearview mirror. That's understandable, and we can see that as a technician.
Right.
But for the most part, when we're looking for a vehicle in the fucking parking lot and the clicker's not working, I want to be able to look through the windshield and see the tag hanging from the rearview mirror. I don't want to have to walk all the way up to the car. Yes, it's a few more steps. It's not the end of the fucking world. But when you're having to do that with more than half the cars in the fucking parking lot, it's time consuming.
Yes,
I should
it
be
is.
able just to look and see the tag number. Stop being an asshole.
Yep.
And the last one, I'm sure everyone can relate to this. They need to be better about getting customer concerns. Time of day, temperature outside, were they going forward, were they going reverse, were they going in circles, were they making a left turn, a right turn, was it in and out of a driveway, how long had the vehicle been running, any information. Don't fucking put on there, customer states vehicle makes a sound. What the fuck is that?
Customer states check engine light is on.
I mean, that's
That
fine.
one's a little
When there's
different.
clearly also a drivability issue with it. Sorry.
Well, that's a separate concern on a separate line.
But not all.
Most of the time. If you're saying there is a drivability concern, then yes, it is a separate concern on a separate line. If they are linked, then you can say C line A.
Yes, you
Or
can.
C line B, whatever
do
it
they?
is.
Customer states car goes.
Yeah, well.
I haven't seen one that bad yet.
God. Anyways, but that's my rant and rave for the day. I'm sorry, I took up 10 minutes of y'all's time.
That's okay.
I have seen customer
are
states
curious to do that.
drivability issue.
Customer states drivability issue?
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's a horrible
That's
Reddit.
first of all, that's not what the
Horrible.
customer said. They
That
were
is
like,
definitely not what
"Hi,
they don't know what that
drivability
term-
issue."
I don't know what that term fucking means.
So, for my email, and mine's quick to an extent, we
We'll be the judge of that.
we get surveys just like most dealerships do nowadays,
Of course.
and some of them are great, some of them are not so great,
Sure.
and then you get the leprechauns, the weird ones,
Oh, okay.
and the unicorns. Let's say that.
Okay,
Oh, I was hoping for a pot of gold.
Mystical creature you usually don't see if ever. But anyways,
Gotcha.
it was, of course it was mine. Had to be mine. Go figure. Totally fine. Totally fine. I got roasted for a very weird reason. So the way that our surveys work is, 0 to 10. And I won't
Get a
point.
scale of 10?
Yes.
Holy shit.
So, but here's the
What are
kicker.
you doing, 5?
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. What Mazda doesn't tell you, or the customers, is if you are scored anything lower than a 9, it is a 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
It counts against
It's the
you.
same thing with Ford. Anything
Okay.
less than a 5 is bad.
So there you go. So,
S. Mui Mall.
yeah, okay.
See,
Yes. So, this gentleman scores me 10s on everything,
10s across the board.
but
Very good, by the way.
the one that matters, the one that we are truly watched on, is likelihood to return. And of course, fix it right the first time, but that's a yes or a no answer.
Right.
So, I get a 0 on that.
Ooh.
Straight
A
0.
0.
So, it's not a 0, it's a negative 100 to my score.
Because it's a fail.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, some customers go as far as either it's a 0, middle finger, you never know what the problem is. But on this one, and like some others, they will comment. There is a comment section to explain your disdain. This customer's disdain, which of course was my fault, obviously,
Well, naturally.
is he was pissed off that he had received an email a couple of days after his service was done from XM Radio offering him 3 months of free service because he had just gotten his service done at our dealership. I did not know that apparently XM is one of our partners.
It's really fucking annoying.
Okay, allegedly. Had no idea about this.
Allegedly.
And he goes, I did not give you permission to sell my information to XM, which unfortunately, yes, he did by signing the RO because it's on the RO.
what? He didn't read the terms and conditions? What?
So he goes, this is unacceptable. I didn't give you permission. If this happens again, I will sue you guys. And this, that, and the other thing. And he tanks my score.
Wow.
So,
I'm sorry for your loss.
cool. I'm sorry for your
I will
loss.
say it's really frustrating when I get a letter in the mail from XM.
Oh, they
or
are. They're
an email.
They are vultures.
They are.
for bringing in a car for, I'm doing a side job or whatever, with permission, of course. And I have to get an RO on the vehicle to have it in the shop. And they fucking snag it. And I'm getting a fucking email for this 2008 Dodge Nitro Sirius XM. Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
And it lasts for about 6 months. It's really fucking annoying.
Unsubscribe.
I've tried.
They keep sending them, I know.
I've
You know, and this is in California, I'm not sure where else, but if you want to make some quick cash, if you do unsubscribe,
Checking the cash.
if you unsubscribe and you
Not
just
sponsored.
note that you have done this, and you usually when you unsubscribe, it will send you something saying you have been unsubscribed. If you save that, every single one after that, you can charge the company $1,000 per happening, up to $1 million.
This has not been fact checked
Pending
by
fact check,
legal.
yeah.
It is 100% real. You can charge them $1,000 over and over and over,
According to Jake.
And oh my lord, and all that you have to do is I can't remember the name of the branch.
Get a lawyer.
Well, no, not even a lawyer. I forget the branch of the government that handles all of that. But they have a section
The FCC.
where you click a link and it literally says report whatever it's called in their layman's terms.
Yeah.
You tell them the company, you show them a picture of it, and when you got one after that, they then sue the company and then you are reimbursed.
Ooh, I like that. Thank you for that little bit of information, and I'm sure our listeners appreciate that too. You know who else would like that though?
I need about 350. I
Maybe
need
our
about 1,000.
I think our sponsors would really appreciate that.
Nicky boy,
Nicky boy.
dude, Redback.
You know what?
What?
I asked him one time if anyone ever calls him Nicky, and he said his mother used to call him Nicky.
Aw,
Yes.
that's sweet.
Well,
Very
hi,
cute.
Nikki.
Oh, we appreciate you,
We don't know if
Nikki.
that's a sensitive subject for him.
Nicholas,
Nikolai. I will call him Nikolai.
Nick, Lowridge,
Mr. Lowridge, thank you for your patronage.
Nick.
Nick.
Where's the music?
I know, God, lagging it today.
Oh, I actually, and Nick, thank you. Oh, wow.
My phone is.
Whatever.
It's the same phone.
Nick, thank you for the information, bud, and the sponsorship. Milwaukee Tools, Matco Tools. He's awesome. The one thing that upsets me about this is I'm like, hey, how much are Redbacks right now? And he's like, they've gone up like $100 a pair.
Yeah, they're like $280 now.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God.
moly.
Shot up.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait until these explode. I'm good right now.
Yeah. So we're
The
also
tread
gonna
is
thank-
wearing on
We're
those.
also going to thank Travis Ferris from Hit Distributing, supplying us with Justice Brothers products.
Hi,
You know
Pookie
who
Bear.
else?
Who else?
Ray Moon from El Ranchito Taco Shop in Lake Elsinore.
We'll be right back. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Mike Sarah here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of Hit Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust. So you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you will have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Shake up.
That one was quiet. We're fine. Guys, yes, I said DB. I'm sorry. We're still here, though. We love you.
Yeah.
Double Benson burner.
I know what that is.
Oh, good.
Direct barbiturates.
Whoa. Don't you drugs, kids. Stay in school.
Never drink and drive, boys and girls.
Kill your local pedophile.
Oh, we don't condone killing,
Anybody.
though. Yeah, let the law take its course. Mm-hmm. And on that note, we're back, you guys. This is, in case you didn't listen to the first half for some reason.
Your balls a tug tit fucker?
Yes. tug them hard, because this is Customer States Podcast. And you know what else we do hard here? We do the following thing.
What if they don't have balls?
And what if they're
Tug
soft?
on your labias.
Can you do it soft?
Yeah, sure. Soft, hard, not at all. Whatever you're feeling.
What if it's a male who has no balls?
Just
A
you know,
eunuch.
think
No,
of a part
what if
of
they
your
had them
body
removed?
and stimulate that.
Wait, isn't that still a eunuch?
A eunuch doesn't have balls.
Right. So if you have them removed, you're still a eunuch.
That's
Right?
debatable.
Oh, okay.
Cersei.
I thought that was just.
I
No,
was
not
thinking the
Cersei.
same. No, it wasn't Cersei, but I was thinking the same thing. Stop
What
it,
was
get out
his
of my goddamn
name?
head.
What was his name? I
don't remember.
Okay, you guys.
Littlefinger?
Whoever knows Game of
No,
Thrones, get at
not
us.
Littlefinger. And not Xerxes, because that's from something else.
Circe's
Anyway,
300.
no, Cersei is the shame.
No, that's the bitch from the town that was shaming Cersei.
But she's the one that happened. Okay.
It happened to her, but she wasn't
Thank
the
you
one
for
doing it.
listening to our very
to Game of Thrones
poor Game of
podcast.
Thrones podcast.
See how defensive she gets and how she changes the subject when she knows she's wrong?
Because he's wrong
Moving
half
on.
the fucking time too.
Yeah, but I wasn't this time, so I'm sorry
You're
you got
just
to
more
get defensive
confident.
over it.
All right.
Anyways,
Well, I think you should stick your dick in the sand.
We should break up the.
His name was Varys.
There it is.
Inconceivable.
Sand. So much sand.
No.
Oh, funny.
Oh, is this going to be a joke? I'm going to be able to guess.
It might be. I mean, depends on how good. No, you probably are. You're gonna ruin it again.
Jake, I'm gonna mute Jake right now.
Fuck you.
They'll just yell.
What do you call a pirate that pisses on people?
R. Kelly.
Yes.
I'm like that immediately. I'm like,
Wait, did you know it, or
No.
did that just make sense
no, that
to you?
just
The
makes
keyword
sense.
pisses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. So good.
That's a good one. Do you have another?
I have a few.
Thanks, joke daddy. Can I have another?
How much does a roof cost? Nothing. It's on the house.
Oh, you didn't even let me try.
Yes. I'm learning.
Gee, I wonder why.
I was gonna say.
Michael!
I was gonna say that information is above my head.
Oh yeah. Well,
This is like our version of The Office because we yell, Michael! Michael! Bears beat Battlestar Galactica.
there's beats.
Michael!
Identity theft is a very serious crime, Jim.
If we quote any more lines, we're gonna be.
Why do nurses carry red crayons? In case they have to draw blood.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that one's dumb. That one's stupid.
Boo!
Oh, sorry.
You know, mountains, they aren't just funny. They're hilarious.
Hilarious. Oh, my God. Boo again.
If you heard a slap sound, it was me hitting my forehead with my palm.
Well, for the 3 people that are listening, still, thank you.
And we'll finish the episode with the last few.
Okay.
Okay, thank God.
Speaking of dry humor, sand.
Oh, okay.
It can be dry. Well, I guess then it becomes mud, huh? If it gets wet.
Well, wet sand's like sandcastle territory.
This is true.
When you were a kid, did you ever do those like sand drop like wet sand dribble castles?
Yeah,
Those were
but
fun.
that was always disappointing. Like it never, like in the pictures
We
on
don't need
Nickelodeon or
personal
whatever.
conversations you had with your parents.
Well, too bad. In the pictures of Nickelodeon, it was like it made these beautiful castles, and mine just looked like giant dookies.
As is tradition.
Dookies, like poop?
Yeah, poopy dookies.
Dookies like poop.
You said doogies.
I said dookies, but I have
houses.
a
I heard,
nasally
like,
voice,
doogie,
so it
like
sounded like
doogie houses.
doogies.
It was never sticky enough.
What about that sand, though?
I missed what just happened.
Jake said sticky cute.
She says that I say sticky
Sticky.
wrong.
Say it.
Sticky. I hate everybody so fucking much.
Sticky.
Sticky.
Do you hear it?
Yep.
I hate everybody so much.
But I don't want want you to change it. I
don't
like
either.
it.
I try so hard to say it properly.
Jake is a freak, and we will all laugh at him for 3 seconds.
At everybody's
and
expense.
Continue.
Or at my expense.
Now say it in your deepest voice.
Sticky.
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 It does seem like you have the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
It's fine. It's cute. It's fine.
I love it.
I hate everybody.
so
much.
Okay.
Guess what this episode's going to be titled?
Jake gets himself in a sticky situation.
Fuck you.
I think he got himself in more of a sandy one.
So y'all remember when you were kids? I know it seems like forever ago, right?
Yeah.
But we'd be playing at like the beach or in the sand at the sand place.
Patch.
Yeah.
Sandbox.
And, you're trying to like dig out a hole with your fingers or your little implement tools, and the sand just keeps piling in on top of you, no matter how hard you dig. That kind of feels like what it feels like to be running the service department right now.
That's a great analogy.
Well, thank you.
Though?
I thought for 3 minutes on it.
Well, I have a.
You
Is that it?
You should have spitballed that a little bit longer, but the analogy he's going for is the harder you fight, the deeper you dig your own grave.
That's one of them.
But no, I can relate to like you're digging, and you're getting deeper, but then the walls are just keep
Caving in,
filling in on you, keep caving in.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I would have ever gotten that if you didn't explain it.
Allie, I'm here to
appreciate
explain
it.
the things you might not, but probably already understand.
Visualization was
mansplaining.
great, Allie. The visuals were amazing.
She's mansplaining.
Vag.
Vagsplaining.
What was I told you? It's not mansplaining when a woman does it. Do you remember what I told you that? And it was really good.
Yeah, it was like last week you said it.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I don't remember. And then I mentioned something about her overreacting.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of analogies,
Okay.
so keep that in mind. Okay, so there is something that always happens when you are in a warranty administrator, which is when you tell someone a policy, they almost always say, well, that's just the manufacturer trying to make things hard on us.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hard on.
Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah. Okay, but we still have to do it. And so my analogy was, because
Embrace the suck.
dudes love football,
Callback.
is that we
Embrace the
cannot be wait, oh fuck.
No.
Oh.
Hey.
Bada.
Sometimes
Swing
it may be good,
and a miss.
sometimes it may be shit.
You can't always be defense. You can't fix it after. You need to be proactive. It can't
be
just always.
offensive.
Yes, you can't just always play defense. You have to be offensive, but not too offensive.
I'm very
You don't want to say
offensive.
mean things. But anyways, I don't know. I was workshopping that because I was like, I gotta get real with my service manager because shit's not looking the greatest.
It's hard. We're in a very delicate time right now.
It's hard.
Post
That's what he said.
post COVID, things. Everybody is suffering from lack of good employees or employees that actually give a shit, and parts availability, and customer clientele basis. It's just a very difficult time for the automotive industry in general. So we're all trying to just do what we can to stay afloat.
Maybe if I just power of positivity the shit out of it and just fake it till I make it, eventually it'll just be better.
Wait, are you trying to manifest destiny?
I'm manifesting a decent department.
Okay, well,
Let me know how that works for you.
you stole the words right out of my mouth.
You could always just make it better by adding new models to your lineup.
You could. Mazda's coming up with some new models, Jacob.
Right, Jacob?
You don't say.
Yes.
Can you put Mario Kart down and
Fuck you. I'm winning. So
Let's go.
it's a me, Mario.
it's me. So on the 31st, released to the public, is the final reveal of the CX-90.
31st of January.
Of January.
The 31st.
Yeah.
Of January.
January.
Well, there's not a 31st or a 30th for February, so it kind of makes sense.
Except for
I haven't memorized the
leap
calendar.
year. No, just kidding.
Get out.
Okay.
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 So January 31st is when they do the full release of the CX-90, and working for Mazda, we're getting emails of videos that we get to watch that show little snippets and a little bit more. The video snippets are available to the public as well. Eric watched one of them. And I'm very excited because, with the inline 6 and the all-wheel drive platform and the turbo, and there will be a hybrid option, but I'm coming to learn that the hybrid option is only going to get you like an extra 36 miles, which seems counterproducctive.
To the
gallon?
gallon?
I don't know.
Because if that's the case,
that's amazing.
amazing.
But it just says 36 miles extra.
Per tank?
I don't know.
No, that's
so
not
We
right.
need some extrapolation.
right. So
That's not right.
but there is information about it that I am gagged from discussing. I can get in trouble.
No, did you sign an ENDA?
If you work for Mazda,
It said on the fine print of the email.
but
I also received.
it looks very cool, and stay in next week so we can talk about it
Yeah.
and look into it, because it looks like it'll be Mazda's first cool car
Ever.
in a while.
In a while. No. RX-7. We talked about Mazda's greatest vehicle ever.
The RX-7 was a cool
That was
car.
off air.
What?
Was it?
Pretty sure that was off
It
air.
might have been.
It doesn't matter. The point is that we talked about it.
Oh, we did talk about it.
But
RX-7.
they
It was
don't know.
Who? The point is, really? I'm bringing it up, bitch.
Drink.
Fuck.
Moving on to more Mazda cars.
Mazda cars.
We had a 96 MX-6 come in today, which was interesting. And
Let's see what that looks like.
do you
Can
know,
I see two,
Cool.
please?
You'll recognize it.
if you know what a Ford Probe looks like, it's the same thing.
A probe?
Probe. Because Ford likes to fuck you.
Remember that thing about how if you put anal in front of any motorhome? Yeah.
What?
And in front of any Ford model, if you put anal in front of it, it's funny.
It also
anal
works for-
Expedition, Anal Explorer, Anal Pro,
Anal Escape,
Anal Escape,
Anal Fiesta.
I never heard
Anal
of
Focus.
this.
Anal Focus,
Everyone loves an anal fiesta.
Anal Raptor?
Anal Raptor.
God.
Yeah. So,
So motorhomes also works with so
Anal
like,
Winnebago?
No. Like it'll be like the adventurer.
Yeah, anal adventure.
Adventurer and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll have a new fun game to play.
those cars are so ugly, Jacob.
I want to see it, please.
I never said
No
it was.
one said Mazda was great.
And I was going to say,
Just very boring.
I never said it was good looking.
Well, that was also in the 90s.
Right. So this car came in.
It looks like what
And-
your grandpa drove in
Low
the
mileage, I'm
90s.
sure.
Actually didn't check because it's not my ticket, but I'm actually kind of glad it's not mine because
He said it wasn't
You
his
can't
ticket.
get parts.
there's that. And the guy comes in and he goes, I've got a real problem with this car. And
We care a lot.
and I was like, okay. And he goes, he's like, my trunk's flooding.
Oh, God.
Say it like that.
Nothing is fucked
And-
here. Nothing is
Did you tell him that Eric's basement's flooding?
No.
No. Shut up, Allie.
He laughed.
No, that was pity.
Pity tea, a little itty bitty titty.
Pity for your itty bitty titty committee. So don't look at me, Michael.
Ooh.
Come here, So the guy goes, my trunk is flooding. He's like, I like to drive this car, but in the rain, it's wet. And we're like, okay, that's great. And he lifts up his trunk, opens up the trunk. And all the
What you
liner.
gonna do with all that junk? all that junk inside your trunk.
I hope you got a big
get
trunk
you
because
a
I'm
trunk.
putting my bike
Get you
inside
love
of it.
junk off my junk.
No.
No.
Trunk.
No.
Junk. Love trunk.
No.
Stop.
Enter my love trunk.
Oh my God.
Well, if you would,
Yeah, thank you, Michael. I agree.
That is not to be aired.
I just said I agree.
It's fine. Move on.
Okay.
Too bad.
So we open up the trunk of this guy's car, and besides all of the liner of the trunk being torn apart for this guy trying to locate the leak on his own, he has also torn up the trunk seal to show us where he believes the water is coming into, and it's horribly rusted underneath all of it. And the trunk seal's got a bunch of tears, besides the fact of him molesting the shit out of it, which is not making it any better.
That's hot.
And then he climbed. And then he proceeds to climb into the trunk like 80% of his body just so his legs are hanging out of the
they're
trunk.
just dangling
doing
there.
in like a Superman pose. And he's in there and he's like this. He's like, also the water's coming from back here behind the rear seats. And we're like, what the hell is going on right now? And he's looking at us and he's like, I really hope you guys can fix this. And me and the service advisor that is writing it up, because I went out there to just look at the car just because it was at the end of the day, we're both doing the kind of like the eye dart back and forth to one another. Like
is this really happening?
Yeah, is this really happening? And, you know, while the customer's outside, the other service advisor who's writing this up, I hear him under his breath goes, fucking bullshit, get all this fucking shit. This is wasting my fucking time.
I know exactly.
Yeah, I know you do.
Which one it is.
And he runs the VIN, and sure as fucking shit, the thing's got an open fucking recall.
No, it doesn't.
For water leakage?
No, just an open
water intrusion.
No, but it is an open recall.
Yes.
Hope to sweet shit we can get the fucking parts for this car. Number one, we haven't even looked into it, and it is for ignition housing may melt.
Oh shit.
So that's going to be interesting. And then as proceeds to the grumbling under, he goes, fuck, there's a goddamn open recall. He's like, I remember doing these fucking things back in the 90s and you took them off and they started breaking shit. And he's like, it's going to be my fucking fault when we don't have the parts to repair it. So it was.
I hope that. I don't think that counts towards misrecall, by the way.
If there's no parts.
Because if it's past a certain.
How did the guy get the vehicle registered all these years?
It still runs fine.
Right, but
Yeah,
the
but you have
DMV.
to-
Oh, right.
Well,
California.
emissions recall.
Oh,
True.
yes. Okay. Yeah.
What we were alluding to was in the state of California, if you have an open emissions recall,
It's a no-go.
The DMV will not let you re-register or renew your registration for your vehicle if it has an open emissions recall.
Because your car's not green.
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
So it's and you know, it's the guy's very proud of the car because you know it's an MX6 M Edition V6.
Who gives a care?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Also, the seats look like they've been torn up by a feral cat, but besides that,
Maybe they were.
That's attractive. Mm-hmm. His wife.
Hey. I'm his wife. Just kidding.
Well, you may as well continue with your Mazda stories.
I still do not remember that one.
I'm out to get you.
Still don't remember.
No, the Mazda fiasco.
I thought I talked about that last week.
It wasn't checked off on the board. If you,
I did.
So was the one below it too. We talked about as well.
I talked about that last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should just rotate onto a new topic then.
That
How about
was
the anal orgy that's up there.
yeah, the anal
We
orgy.
already talked about anal analogy.
We
No.
did?
Yeah.
No, you talked about the Diag update.
Oh, it says analogy.
Anal orgy.
I thought it said
Mike
anal
wrote
orgy.
that.
it says analogy.
You would think it said anal orgy.
There's a giant gap between the two.
It's a joke.
You see that anal orgy giant gap? It kind of plays together.
Oh.
I fucking can't.
Good job sticking that one
Hey.
in there.
Eric, can you for me?
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Aye, good job, girl. Good job.
Anyways, any gays? Moving on.
Well, are you guys paying attention then?
But when? How did? What was the warranty analogy?
No, they weren't paying attention. And let me tell you why. So, and this will go back.
Wait,
to
hang on.
my email. Remember the topic that I said I would.
Let the record state that Eric just tried to flip Allie's drink into her face while she was drinking.
I tip my hat to you,
I
sir.
did. I love you.
I will chop the shit out of you. Judo chop the shit out of
No
you.
karate chops on my couch, please.
Judo.
I'm rubbing Allie's
My
weenus.
weenus
Hey,
is
Eric,
being stroked.
If you want to crumble her like a piece of tissue paper, just take your knuckle and whack her knee.
I will.
I can't do that. I've
We're
tried.
friends.
I can't do it. I've tried.
Up until the knee whack.
Yeah.
So paying attention, especially when you're in the shop.
Yeah? It's good.
Jacob knuckled Allie's knee.
Oh my God. I
got
quit. I quit it.
Paying attention.
Paying attention in the shop.
What?
The shop can be a very dangerous place if you're not paying attention.
Like backing up that big truck.
Like my backing up my Mack truck, baby. It's funny you say that because I'm talking specifically about vehicles reversing. We get distracted. We're reading an RO, whatever. You should always be paying attention to your peripheral vision. Look down the aisle before you start walking. Look for a running vehicle. Are the lights on? Are the brake lights on? Are the fucking reverse lights on?
Oh, you mean the simple things that you can
Hello?
see and detect with your eyeballs?
Big white light.
Also, you should listen and not be blasting your headphones because that has caused issues before too.
Oh, you mean earbuds inside your ears while you're walking?
I
through
your ear
support one in your
One
ear.
earbud is fine.
One earbud is fine.
Not even one,
So
Michael?
no, he's just a fucking Nazi. So pay attention when you're walking through the shop because you're gonna walk behind a vehicle that's already backing out, and then everyone's freaking out at you as the driver. Like, why the fuck is this my fault? And he came out of nowhere. I'm already halfway out the goddamn stall. Why is it my fault that he's all of a sudden fucking behind me? Mm-hmm. And no, the vehicle did not have a backup camera. So fuck all of you who said that.
Somebody was fucking behind you?
Anal orgy?
Anyways, so anal orgy. Back to Allie's fucking anal orgy. Well, I guess it would be a
didn't
fucking
do this.
anal orgy, right?
This is not my fault.
It's always your fault.
It is.
So yeah, pay attention when you're
Not.
walking through the shop, please.
It's very simple to do.
It really is. Just
So easy.
that was the last item on the email that I
So
sent. that I
easy,
left
even a
out.
caveman can do it.
Oh, gotcha. Not sponsored by Progressive or whatever.
Geico.
Geico.
Oh, was it Geico? Geico's the gecko.
It was, but before that, I
They
thought it
also
was a
did the caveman for
They
a
did
while.
so many caveman ones.
All the cavemen.
All the cavemen, all the gay men, all of them. Speaking of gay things,
Hi.
hi. Eric's gonna go to a super gay show tomorrow.
He is. He certainly is. I'm gonna go to a drag show tomorrow. What's up, Amy? Get at me.
It's Shangela.
I'm gonna go see Shangela. So excited. I can hear everyone cheering and saying,
Three
"Oh my
people.
god!" Yeah.
3 people know what you're talking about, and it's you, me, and Amy.
I know.
I love that for you.
Yes. Well, it's going to be a good
job.
time. I'm working a half day tomorrow so that I can go home, get ready. We're going to go to LA.
They didn't invite me.
We did invite
Is that why you couldn't record tomorrow?
We did invite her.
my God.
So we're going to go
Oh,
have a
did
nice
I just
dinner.
let a cat out of a bag?
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Oops. You're welcome.
Fucking bitch. We're going to have a nice sit-down sushi dinner, and then we're going to go to a really
You're going to
good
eat
show.
sushi?
I am
My
going to eat
cat?
sushi. Yep, sure am.
No.
Just 'cause you're acting-
Oh my God,
Sushis
it'll be
and
the first
sashimis?
pussy you ever eat.
Oh, God. See you next Tuesday.
I know.
I love you.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so
Anyways.
that was an inside joke. Her cat,
police.
the actual kitty cat
Feline.
feline that she owns is named Sushi.
Sushi.
Yes. Sushi.
A very adorable cat.
Sushi cat. She's very cute.
Looks delicious.
That's a matter of opinion.
She's a biatch.
That is,
kidding.
you're her godfather, mother,
Well,
god person.
I mean,
God gay.
God they.
God they thems. Oh God. Rotating text. Moving on.
I think that's it, you guys. We gotta just pull something out of our asses now.
Did we not? Wait, we already did
Oh,
rotating.
we did that during anal orgy.
Oh
Sorry.
God.
We did.
We did rotating text too.
No, I mean, the only thing that I want to talk about with like rotating text is that we are in a very weird environment right now in our local area. As far
Everywhere.
as, well, no, specifically our area. I can't speak to anybody else, but
Sure you can.
in our area,
You ruined the surprise.
Oh.
in our area, there's a like an influx, overflow, however you want to call it, of technicians
A
because
surplus.
surplus is also one of the words that you could use.
Plethora.
Any
A
synonym.
cornucopia.
Yeah. And this has happened because we shut Ford. I'm sorry, I can't say we. There was a dealership that was shut down.
Everybody's got the giggles.
Are you guys gonna be okay? Do I need to turn this podcast around?
I've never been okay, first of all.
Yeah, define okay.
Oh my goodness.
That hurt. Go on, Michael. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm not okay.
You don't know.
We're not okay.
Okay. So with all of the changes that have been happening at our in our local area as far as Ford dealerships, there's been a lot of transfers of Ford technicians going from shop to shop to shop. And we have a few examples, that we know of right off the top of our heads, but it seems to me that I can't take you guys anywhere.
No, sorry.
First of all, I wouldn't have laughed.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
First of all, I wouldn't have laughed if you didn't laugh
Yeah,
first.
this is true.
You guys are cracking
So
me up.
clearly, this is your fault.
I'll take the blame.
Allegedly.
Anyway, so there's like a bunch of people trading spots, and it literally just feels like we're playing like musical chairs with technicians at this point. And although it's nice to see, all the talent come through the dealership, it's also
I think Eric thought that you were telling a joke.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was a bit of a joke. Anyways, moving on.
It's okay.
although it's nice to see all the talent come through the dealership.
It's even funnier the second time.
It certainly was.
I'm sorry.
It's also hard to see the very few people that I enjoyed working with leave.
That's you.
No.
Oh. It's not you.
Oh, that ship sailed a long time ago.
No, I mean, honestly, it is hard. It's like, you build relationships with people. And although, in a managerial position, you're trying to... Can everybody stop slapping everybody, please, for 30 seconds?
Everybody slap everybody.
You can hear it in the microphones.
Ow! Ow! Oh, do it again, Daddy.
Ha-da-da-day.
It... Ow.
Ow.
It is hard to see people leave for whatever reason that they're leaving for, and I just feel like again we've touched on this before, and it was kind of like the effect of the sand analogy, but it's hard to keep going with all of these things. You're trying to make so many things perfect, and then as soon as you think that you're getting things almost there, something else happens, and now you have to react to that and change your whole entire game plan.
Say la
Welcome to
vie.
being an adult.
It's hard. It's hard. Everybody's dealing with that.
That's
right
what she said.
Wait, do you guys hear that? It's the world's
world's
smallest
smallest violin.
violin playing a fucking tune. Cry me a bridge and get over it.
Wait,
Oh,
Inconceivable.
also,
was that on purpose?
nobody who's listening to this episode will know what this means, but that squeaking noise was me. I won't tell you how I was doing it
Unintentionally.
that whole time.
What the fuck? I thought it was my nose.
It was your nose,
That was your nose the first time. After the fact, though.
Oh.
but is a trick I've learned over the years.
Jake's learned a
Rude.
meaningless
Clenching
trick of how to
his-
sound squeaky.
Mike was getting
Do
up,
it now.
looking around the whole entire house.
Moment of silence.
No, I won't show you how I do it.
I won't look.
No,
We won't look.
no,
Everybody look away.
no. It's not.
Do it.
It's not happening.
We're not looking.
A magician never shows his penis or tricks, however that saying goes.
A good magician does show it.
I want you to know I was imagining things with my eyes closed.
Oh,
hearing
Lord.
your voice.
Eric,
What?
we've talked about this.
You're not here right now. Jakey, do it again. Let the record state Allie's pissed.
Well, you guys, that's it for our show today.
No, I have a few closing arguments.
Jokes.
What did the teddy bear eat for dinner? Nothing. He was stuffed.
Stupid.
I'm sorry I had to do it.
Is that it?
You know, sidewalks have always held a special place in my heart.
Have they?
Yeah, they've always kept me off the streets as a kid.
Oh, well, that's just inspiring.
Arr, Kelly.
Can you give us a good one to exit on or no?
No, that was it. I said all my good ones. I think I should have saved the R. Kelly one for last. Jacob ruined it. Jake, you know a good one.
If Jake better stop doing what he's doing right now.
Yeah,
It's
he's doing it
got to be
again.
something with his shoes or something. I don't know.
No, it's
in his
with
nose.
his mouth nose,
Yeah.
his nasal
His mouth
cavity.
nose.
His nasal cavities.
Well, if I just strangle Jake, we'll see if
We'll see how loud he squeaks.
Yeah, we'll see how well he speaks.
I'm gonna go all Bart Simpson all over you, or Homer Simpson on Bart.
Over you. Well, you guys,
This has been
listeners, I'm sorry.
fun. I'm sorry for a bullshit episode.
Yeah, this was
That was a fun one.
It's great.
It was.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah, we love all the tangents.
Oh, we should save this date for Eric. National Tell a Joke Day is August 16th.
I'm gonna have to come
Oh,
with a
gee,
book.
I guess somebody's not gonna be able to make it that day.
Oh, we're not having a podcast that day.
That's fine. I'll do the podcast myself. Bye, bitches.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Eric's
Sure will.
technician hour.
I'm here for it.
Hey, Eric. Why did the Clydesdale give the pony a glass of water?
Oh God,
What's a Clydesdale?
it's a big
Huge horse.
Oh, okay.
So
With the
what?
furry paws, they're really
The,
big.
the
And
Budweiser horses.
Thank you. I was
So why
saying.
did the Clydesdale give the pony a glass of water?
He was thirsty.
Because he was a little horse.
I love Ali's delayed reactions.
I know.
Just as good as the jokes.
Because at first it's like, I'm like, that's
You're
stupid.
thinking
And
about
then-
it.
No, I know what it is the whole time, but I'm like, most of the time. And then it's just like, it's so dumb that it is funny.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's fun.
Wow, that's how bad the jokes were. Mike needs more alcohol
it's
to get
driven.
through this.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Because he was.
Get to the other side.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
What?
What?
To get to the other side? No.
Oh,
What?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Oh, stop you.
I didn't hear it.
Right, meow.
Why did the Scarecrow get an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Explain.
encourage him.
No. Explain it.
Because he was outstanding
Okay, just making
in
sure.
the field.
She
Because
has
he's a
this-
scarecrow
she
and
has-
he's set up in the middle of the field, you motherfucker.
for some
Jake, that's your wife. She's not
Father.
that dense.
Well,
I am with him.
I didn't say it. I was trying to.
Explain it.
how dense she is.
No. That's
play that music.
Wow. Okay. Well, here we go.
Thank you to our sponsors, Nick Lowry from Matco Tools, supplying us with Matco Tools and Milwaukee products.
Raymond from El Lanchito Taco Shop.
And Travis. Travis Ferris supplying us with those
Chirka-durka.
amazing Justice Brothers products.
Chirka-durka.
Thanks, Travis.
Name one Justice Brother product.
JB80.
Oh, she got lucky.
Because it's
I
twice as
almost
good.
said JB Weld. It's like, wait, that's something different. Hey, thank you to Bruce Vane for these amazing tunes right now, you guys.
Thank you to
Look
all
him
of our donors and sponsors.
Our
and
VIPs.
people.
And also, don't forget to look us up at customerstatespodcast.com where you can buy our amazing merch and that hashtag set the bell.
You can email us at customerstatespodcast@gmail.com, which also happens to be our PayPal.
Yes. And you can just go to the Goobs and type in Customer States Podcast. You'll find us.
Because we're searchable on all of our social medias.
So
TikToks,
schmeed.
Instagram,
Yeah, TikTokies.
Facebook, and
Big shout out to Norman Glazier
Meta.
and Dale Follett We can't do without you guys. All of our listeners,
Yes.
we thank you so much.
Twisted Builds.
Please send us your craziest customer stories and or pictures.
We have some stories actually that are in the works right now, so keep an ear out for some new customer stories, customer states, tech stories.
Can't wait to hear
Nice.
them.
Ever since I started listening to this podcast,
I have an
Been driven to
aneurysm.
drink.
And with that, we say,
We're so sorry.
We're really, really sorry.
Sorry for your loss of your time.
is my Taco Bell here yet?
oh no, maybe.
Well, with that, we say,
And Chorito.
I love Taco Bell.
Double decker.
I love you. Wait. Shh. I love you, Taco Bell.
Love you.
Sponsored.
Not.
Love you.
Shut up, Ellie. Dear God. End my suffering.
love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Call the police. Someone, please.
This is a travesty.
Okay, love you.
Love you. That sounded like a toilet.
Dude. Cut.
This is shit.
This podcast is my favorite. I love you. Bye.
Hi, this is Mike Sarah from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.